The attention span of a human is less than that of a goldfish. No, I'm not kidding. There was a study conducted by Microsoft which showed that the attention span of humans has decreased over time and now is less than that of a goldfish. This means that a goldfish has a higher chance of completing a book before a human does. This has serious implications about our lives. Whether the attention span is 9 seconds or 8 seconds or 7 seconds, it does not matter. What matters is the point that humans are distracted. There was a very interesting movie released by Netflix some time back. It was called The Social Dilemma, which actually showed how social media channels are vying for our attention and each second of our attention matters to them. As distracted humans, it becomes important to manage our time effectively and be more productive in the limited time that we have so that we can achieve great things in life. So, on this video, we are going to discuss how to become more productive and how to manage our time efficiently. So, first things first, we have to understand that time is a limited asset. Everybody has 24 hours. There is not even a single second extra, not a single second less. As Warren Buffett eloquently puts it, I can buy everything, but I cannot buy time. So it is not really about creating more time. It is about how much we can get done in those 24 hours. So on this video, we are going to discuss 6 specific techniques on how you can manage your time effectively and how you can get things done in a productive manner. I'm also going to share some productivity tools that I use personally, which have helped me manage my time effectively and also helped me clear very important exams in my life. So, the first point is about having a goal. It is very important to have a long term goal as well as short term goals. Let me break this down further. For example, my long term goal is to work on my physical and mental health. This is the goal I am working towards. So, what I've done is I've decided that to work towards my physical health, I need to exercise, and to improve my mental health, I need to meditate. So, 20 minutes of exercise daily and 20 minutes of meditation daily is what I follow. And these become my short term goals. So, the long term goal becomes health, and short term goals become the actionable tasks that I am doing to achieve that long term goal. Have a long term goal in mind. It could be as simple as clearing an exam, it could be building a business, it could be building multiple sources of income, it could be working towards your health. This will be your long term goal. Now, think of the steps that you need to take to achieve that long term goal, and these actionable steps become your short term goals. The second point is about task versus time orientation. Usually, we have a time orientation in life. For example, when we are in school, our parents, our teachers would tell us that you study for 4 hours and then you can play, or you study for 4 hours and then you can watch TV. Now, this is an example of time orientation. What we do in those 4 hours is not focused upon. All tasks do not take the same time. For example, a chapter in biology may not take the same time as a poem in English. So, what becomes important is to focus on what we are doing in that particular time slot. What we need to focus on is task orientation. We need to have a clear picture in mind on what all tasks need to be done, and we need to estimate how much time each task is going to take, because all tasks do not take the same time. This means that we have to prioritize the tasks that we need to complete. Now, how you prioritize the tasks, whether you complete the simple tasks first or the hard stuff first, really depends on you. For example, in my case, I tend to complete the hard stuff first. And then, with the limited time and the limited energy I have, I complete the easier one. This is the approach which I follow. And after several years of trial and error, I find this works for me. You need to find your own approach. It could be either way, hard tasks first and then simple tasks, or the other way around. It really depends on what works best for you. The third point is about list making. Now, I am a habitual list maker. I make a list of all the stuff that needs to be done one night before, and this has helped me become more organized. How list making helps you is that you can actually free up your brain in thinking about the tasks that you need to do. You have all the tasks right there in front of you. You can see it, you can visualize it, and then you can prioritize which stuff needs to be done first. Finally, since you have a list of all the things that you need to be done, and usually in my case it is a long list, I know that I would not be spending so much time on social media and I'd rather complete the things that I have in front of me. It helps me cut down on my distractions. So become more organized and start making the list of stuff that needs to be done. The fourth point is about deep work. Now, deep work is also a book which talks about mindfulness, which talks about working on a specific task in a non distracted manner. So, for example, if I have to work on an assignment, I would decide that this is the time slot of 30 minutes where I would dedicatedly work on that assignment without any distractions. I would keep my mobile phone, my laptop away and work on that task at hand. Now, a lot of you might ask that, hey Ayushi, this is in contrast to what you were talking about earlier about task versus time orientation. In that, you focused on task orientation, while in deep work, you're saying that you must dedicatedly spend a particular time on the task at hand. How does this fit in? So, this is how it works. Task orientation is about deciding which are the things you need to work on. Deep work is about dedicating a time slot on that task you have decided to work on. So, when you're deciding that these are the things that I need to complete, once you have selected that which thing are you going to complete, define a particular time slot and work on that thing dedicatedly without any distractions. The fifth point, and a very crucial point, is about body, mind, and soul. Now, if you do not have a healthy body, if you're not feeling well mentally, if you're feeling anxious, if you're stressed, or if you are not at peace with your inner self, you cannot work in a productive manner at all. So, eat well, have a healthy diet, exercise, meditate, and keep yourself calm and refreshed. This is the way of living your life in a peaceful, in a calm manner, which will help you manage your time effectively and also produce good results, quality results in your everyday life. The sixth and the final point, which is also a bonus point, is about owning your time. Your time is only your time. Nobody can decide how you spend that time. For example, yesterday I decided to watch Kung Fu Panda 2 and 3. I did not know that this was a series of movies. I had watched the first part, but yesterday I spent 3 hours watching the second and the third part on Netflix. Now, this was basically my decision. Rather than working on the important things that I had to finish, I spent 3 hours on Netflix. Now, after I spent those 3 hours, I cannot be cribbing that I wasted my time. I cannot be cribbing that I had to complete so many important stuff which I did not because I watched those movies and that was ultimately my decision. So own your time. Your time is only your time. How you decide to spend it, with whom you decide to spend it, whether you feel that the things you have been doing with your time are productive or non productive is again ultimately your decision. Own your time, and if you want to be successful, you will start making better decisions with your life. Now, coming to the last part of the video, I would be talking about a few tools and apps that I use to become more productive, to manage my time effectively. The first one is Pomodoro. Now, Pomodoro is an app. You can download it from App Store or Google Play Store. It helps me deep work. Usually, I used to set a timer of 25 minutes and I would be working in a dedicated and a non distracted fashion in those 25 minutes. I have over time with practice been able to increase it to 55 minutes. So now I usually work for 55 minutes at a stretch and then take a break of 5 to 10 minutes. This is the first app I use. The second is Google Calendar. Now, Google Calendar is a lifesaver. If you have everything jotted down in front of you on your calendar, then you will never forget the things that you have to do. You can visualize, you can see what has to be done on that particular day. So, Google Calendar is a very handy tool. It is a free tool. Everybody knows about it. Start using it every day. The third app I use is Sticky Notes. Now, Sticky Notes is for random stuff. Not everything can be organized, not everything can be planned. So, the random thoughts that come to my mind, the random tasks that crop up, I usually put them on sticky notes so that, I can go back and visit it whenever I want to. These are mainly for my random thoughts and random tasks. With this, I will close out the video. For students who are preparing for an exam or looking for ways to become more productive, to cut down on distractions, these were the steps that you can follow. I hope you found this video to be useful. If you like the video, then please do press the like button. I will see you the next time. Till then, stay safe, take care, bye.